besides being two singers who supposedly once had an affair and are now feuding. Eminem and Mariah Carey are two talented artists who have given each other hints in their songs. But have you ever wondered who has the most luxurious life? In this video, you'll see a heated battle between Eminem and Mariah Carey. The two singers live comfortably in beautiful properties, but which of them will own the most valuable real estate? Eminem is speculated to have once owned a luxurious residence on Viewmont Drive in the city of Los Angeles, California. The property, built in 2002, is 4,300 square feet in size and is in a prime location in the area with beautiful views of the city. Upon entering the place, it is possible to notice a modern and at the same time minimalist style, being that there are two living rooms in the residence, both integrating dining tables facing the glass walls. There is also a kitchen, for luxurious bathrooms with white porcelain tile floors, and other rooms to contemplate the enchanting landscapes of the region, which make this villa a great choice for those seeking sophistication and tranquility. The house also has 3 bedrooms, all of which have glass walls that bring natural light into the interior, while the master suite has doors that open onto a deck, where there is a pool with infinity edges and breathtaking views. According to rumors, Eminem sold the property in 2006, and the property is currently valued at $4,882,700. Meanwhile, Mariah has sold a large 10,600 square foot mansion she lived in with her ex-husband on Antello Road in the Beverly Hills area. Looking at the facade, you can see that the singer's old mansion follows the American style of architecture, being built of brick but with a classic touch of luxury. The most striking feature of this mansion is for sure the huge backyard with a huge and very ostentatious swimming pool. With bathing chairs all around, the space opens up to a huge grassy yard for the children to play in. In terms of leisure, the exquisite mansion still had a huge movie room with comfortable and well laid out upholstery, and a complete gym, including a basketball court and boxing equipment for the singer. The exact purchase price is not known, but the couple sold the mansion for $9 million. And for having a more luxurious mansion, Mariah Carey wins this round. Point for her. Both artists invest a lot of money in vehicles for their garages, but which one has the most expensive cars? Mariah, for example, likes sportier cars. One of Mariah's cars is her Mercedes-Benz SLK 200, an old Mercedes convertible that the singer used for personal use and with friends, and that can be found for around $50,000. She also once owned a Porsche Cayenne in pink, a car that reaches a top speed of 180 miles per hour and accelerates from 0 to 60 miles in 4.1 seconds, costing around $75,000. The singer openly posted driving a Lamborghini Huracan. This luxury sports model is a state-of-the-art convertible made for those who like to speed and can cost up to $250,000. Another car Mariah has been spotted in is the Rolls-Royce Dawn, a luxury car with a very pompous ride that can reach 155 miles per hour, going from 0 to 60 in about 5 seconds. And the price of this machine is approximately $370,000. The singer has already been spotted with her Mercedes Maybach 62S, a very elaborate sedan, made just for the safe transportation of the singer in everyday engagements, whose price is estimated at $400,000. Meanwhile, Eminem is discreet and doesn't usually flaunt his cars, but according to GQ magazine, he has owned the following vehicles: a $60,000 Aston Martin V8 Vantage from 2006, a $80,000 Porsche 996 Turbo from 1999, a $95,000 Porsche Carrera GT from 2004, a $110,000 Audi R8 Spider, a $150,000 super sportive American car, the Ford GT from 2005, a $230,000 2012 McLaren MP4-12C, a $250,000 Ferrari 575M Maranello from 2003, a $277,000 Ferrari F430 Scuderia from 2008, a $300,000 Porsche 911 GT3 RS 4.0 from 2011. From the same brand, in 2019 Eminem acquired a Porsche 911 GT2 RS, a vehicle with a rather restricted production, having only 30 units produced, which justifies its $420,000 value. Some sources point out that he also once owned a 2011 Ferrari 599 GTO, one of the Italian super sports car brand's top-of-the-line models, which can be found on the market for sale for up to $500,000, depending on how preserved it is. Eminem finally got his hands on his own Lamborghini Aventador with 690 HP and capable of reaching a top speed of 270 miles per hour. And to get it, the rapper spent about $560,000. Considering the value of the vehicles, Eminem wins this round. Point for him. Everyone knows that both celebrities have lived in many places, but who has the most impressive real estate portfolio? Unlike other celebrities who live in Los Angeles, in upscale neighborhoods like the Hollywood Hills, Eminem prefers to live near Detroit, Michigan, the city where he grew up. His current mansion, built in 1996, is 8,900 square feet in size, located in Clinton Township, where Eminem can live quietly without straying from his roots. The mansion has a more rustic style, having a fountain at the main entrance and being surrounded by several trees. According to media reports, Eminem bought the residence in 2000 for the princely sum of $1,483,500. Raising the price further, the rapper owned another even larger mansion in nearby wealthy Michigan suburb of Rochester Hills. The contemporary architecture mansion that was built in 1986 is 17,500 square feet in size and sits on a 5.7-acre lot. Among the main rooms it has, there is the living room with wood floors and a marble fireplace, which integrates with the sophisticated dining room. There are also 10 bathrooms throughout the site, a kitchen with granite countertops, a modern billiard room, and 6 cozy bedrooms. Outside, there is a large wooded garden and a tennis court, which is also used as a basketball court, as well as having a luxurious swimming pool, which is next to a patio and a lounge with several glass doors. There is also a lake within the lot, a cabin for relaxing, and a 2,000 square foot guest house that features a spacious living room, a kitchen with wood furniture and other amenities. Before Eminem acquired the property, it was owned by former Kmart CEO Charles Conaway until the rapper bought the property in 2003 for $4,750,000. Mariah, on the other hand, currently lives with her children in a mansion in the southern colonial area of Sandy Springs, Atlanta. The 12,570 square foot property caters to all the singer's luxuries and is in a private area of the region. The 8 rooms of the house are spacious and very well decorated, with no lack of light or comfort, each of them composed of a different style that pleases the singer's eyes. For the leisure of Mariah and her children, the mansion has a game room, a private gym, a movie room, and a tennis court. In the backyard part, a large pool extends with pompous bathing chairs into a large wooded yard, perfect for the kids to play or have an intimate party with friends. But recently the singer decided to list her property, asking for $6.5 million on the sale of this home. And since Mariah's property is more valuable, she's the one who wins this round. Score 1 for the singer. Both artists have plenty of money to buy whatever they want, but who spends the most? Some of the most expensive items that Eminem usually spends money on are watches, such as a Rolex Day-Date with an unusual gold nugget bracelet. This model was certainly customized, which makes it impossible to figure out its price. But the original version of this watch costs about $25,000. Another watch that the rapper owns is an Audemars Piguet Royal Oak Quantine Perpetual manufactured in 1995. And its rarity justifies its price of $100,000. But his favorite watch brand is the G-Shock, with their watches being more sporty and cheaper. Eminem really does not leave humbleness behind. Something that Eminem makes a point of investing money in his comic books. He's a big collector, and he doesn't mind having to pay a lot of money on rare magazines, like Amazing Fantasy number 15, a historical Spider-Man issue that can cost almost $500,000, depending on how well kept it was. Mariah is not far behind. According to some sources, Mariah keeps an expenditure equal to $20,000 to keep her hair and makeup always well done, regardless of the moment. As a true fan of luxury brands, Mariah oozes glamour wherever she goes, always being photographed with a different Hermes Birkin bag, a luxury brand with bags that can cost over $100,000. One thing Mariah is very proud of is her collection of luxury shoes that occupy a huge closet in her house, containing brands such as Christian Louboutin, Jimmy Choo, Yves Saint Laurent, and even Giuseppe Zanotti, which must be close to $1 million value. If she is dressed up, her pets have to be too. She spends on average an estimated $30,000 per year to keep her puppies in the grooming salon and spa. Another great example was when her personal friend leaked in an interview that the celebrity spends $100,000 per month for exotic flowers in her home. Also, the singer is very selective when it comes to choosing a hotel. One of her most expensive vacations was in the Dominican Republic, where she went with her children to celebrate her success in music at the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino Punta Cana, a super comfortable resort with many entertainment alternatives where a daily rate can exceed $5,000. With all this love for luxury, Mariah has also stayed at the Corinthia Hotel in London, where there is a super 2-story suite available for $13,000 a night. In Paris, the singer has also stayed at the famous Plaza Athénée, a sophisticated hotel that can cost around $80,000 per night in its most luxurious suites. Since they spend a lot of money in different ways, let's call this round a draw. Points for both of them. Both singers also know how to diversify their sources of income. But who has the most lucrative businesses? Eminem, for example, has companies to his name. To make his presence known in the tech business, Eminem is one of the investors in the startup Maker's Place, a non-fungible token marketplace for buying and selling digital artwork and other creations. He even released his own collection of NFTs, including a video that sold for $100,000. In total, his collection raised $1,780,000 in just one day of sales. In actuality, Eminem is always promoting his NFTs on his social media, which reaches a large audience. After all, he has over 37 million followers on his Instagram. The exact amount of the rapper's investment in the company is unknown, but he was one of the angel investors at $30 million. And surely Eminem must be already seeing some financial return from it. By making use of his fame further, Marshall also sells other products in his online stores, such as shirts printed with his album's covers and CD and DVD kits. Another of the rapper's enterprises is his restaurant called Mom Spaghetti, which already has units in his hometown of Detroit and also in Los Angeles. In the music business, in 1999 he founded his own record label named Shady Records, which has signed contracts with big names like 50 Cent. Not to mention the money the rapper has already made from advertising. As an example, he has participated in campaigns for brands such as the automaker Chrysler, M&M's Chocolates, Brisk Iced Tea, among others. One of Mariah's main sources of income, in turn, is her partnerships with other brands, including creating her own lines of clothing and perfumes, which earns the singer a good deal of money. In addition, she is known for her advertisements that generated a larger profit for the singer as time went by, being called by brands such as Intel, Pepsi, Macy's, Gillette, Milk Bar, Crisps, Tresor Rare Skincare, and McDonald's, among many others. For always being on TV, Mariah has participated in some shows like American Idol and The Voice. To get an idea of values, in the program American Idol, in just one season the singer charged a value of $18 million, so it is estimated that in this same range of price is her fee in the talent show The Voice. The singer also made appearances in some films and series, and even dubbed characters, as in the movie Christmas Wish. As an eternal lover of music, Carey has opened her own record label, Butterfly MC Records, where she can run her own business and discover talents and voices that will join her team. Besides all her ventures, Mariah also released a book with her biography, called The Meaning of Mariah Carey, which was a bestseller in the United States and Brazil. And because it's difficult to determine the turnover of each of the artists' businesses, points to both. It's undeniable that both American singers have made a lot of money in their careers. But who will be the richest and most successful? Eminem, for example. To give you an idea of the artist's relevance on the global stage, he has had 10 #1 albums on the Billboard 200, which debuted consecutively at #1 on the chart, making him the first artist to achieve that feat. There are more than 220 million albums sold, which gets him in the top 9 best-selling artists of all time. Another major source of income for the artist are his world tours. The rapper has also a very successful story in digital platforms. With over 53 million subscribers on YouTube, he is the second most followed solo singer channel, second only to Justin Bieber. Some sources estimate that Eminem earns about $20 million per year, taking into account his earnings with music, such as concerts, CD sales, and streaming platforms such as Spotify. In the years when he's actively touring to promote an album, that figure can easily approach $30 to $50 million per year. Taking into consideration his rather stable 25-year-old career, we can quite conservatively speculate that his net equity, that is, after paying all taxes, is approximately $350 million. Meanwhile, despite having several other sources of income, without a doubt, Mariah's main monetization comes through music. To get an idea of her income, only on Spotify, for example, she has about 55 million monthly listeners. And adding up her 10 most successful songs, the number exceeds 4 billion plays, which may have earned her an approximate value of $16 million. Not to mention the revenue that Mariah has already made from the sale of her CDs and DVDs, having already exceeded the number of 200 million albums sold worldwide. The singer's career is so successful that with the song All I Want for Christmas Is You alone, she has earned an estimated $60 million in royalties. One cannot fail to mention the money she makes from her performances. To perform and do fixed shows for 2 years in Las Vegas, for example, she signed a contract in 2015 worth $30 million. And even though no one knows the exact amount of the fortune accumulated by the singer, it is estimated that after paying all taxes, Mariah Carey's net worth is $350 million. Considering that Mariah has a bigger fortune, she wins this last round. Point for him. At the end of this battle, we had 3 points for Eminem against 5 points for Mariah Carey, making her the champion. But if you think there are still other arguments to defend one of the two, write your best justification below. Hey, you like the video? So don't forget about leave your like and comment, and tell some suggestions of another videos, and hopefully we gonna do it. All about channel, Dios to satisfy your curiosity.